Okay, so for our week one content, the one thing you'll notice immediately is that the section zero, just the overview and some of the links that I've already talked about. When we get into the actual course content, I do set prerequisite, which means you do need to review all the items in section zero. And then starting in section one, you'll need to complete the necessary work in order to move on. Now, at this point, I haven't published week or section two. So I generally do like 2 weeks ahead. So by the time you get in here, you may see that. This first shows you as far as the dates go. So we start on a Monday, we end on a Sunday. If you ever want to, and this is a good thing to look at, is to open the calendar. I think the calendar is really helpful for classes in this case, and it shows you for our beginning of our first one, our first section, we start on the 9th, we end on the 15th. But it's really important to understand especially the introduction video, because the introduction video and the orientation quiz, they do have a little bit different date, because even though, as an example, this is due on the 15th, this means your replies are due. Your actual post needs to be done by that Thursday, sorry, by that Wednesday night, so students can start replying. And that's the way I take attendance in this course. And I have that on the write-up. So just get used to that. Whatever discussion we have that week, that is also your attendance. So make sure you're posting them so that by the time I look at it on Thursday, you've posted your main post, and that's how I will do attendance. And if you post after that, it's considered late. Okay, let's come back here. Again, that calendar feature I think is really helpful. So for this first week, you have an orientation quiz, and I'm going to go ahead and walk into, so you're watching the overview video here of the items, right? So I just give you, here's what you're working on, your intro. This is where you're going to do a video of yourself. So let's just go ahead and look at that, because I know that creating a video of yourself can be a little nervousness, right? So, but before you do that, you do need to take the orientation quiz, and that's where you go look at the symbol syllabus and answer 20 questions about that. So you take that quiz, and then next is the thing I started with, which is the intro video. And then I talk about the requirements here, right? And because this is an online class, it's a really good way to get to know each other, because if you were in a regular class, you would meet people. So this is a way to meet them. And again, I know it's a little weird, but I do give you ways to only share these videos with the class, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So we should be able to link on the video. It should be cloud stored. Do not attach your files. So you could, if you use your phone, that's fine. If you have something on your computer to use, that's fine as well, right? You should see you as the main character. You should speak or sign yourself. Translators are welcome. Complete and submit this. This is what I was talking about before, by the 11th, right? By that Wednesday. I say at midnight, but really by the time I wake up the next morning. But I wouldn't wait on this particular assignment, because, it just doesn't help. It doesn't have to be long, 2 to 3 minutes, right? Use any video recording, right? But the key is, has to be cloud stored, and you share a link. So if you find yourself trying to attach something into here, not a good way to do it. It'll hurt you on the score, so don't do it. Right. I've provided 3 different ways, and I'll go over those in a minute, in order to use which cloud storage. I happen to use, I could use my phone as well. I use a free program called Screencast-O-Matic. There's other ones out there if you felt you wanted to use your device, your system to do it. Okay, state your name so that we know also how you want it pronounced. Describe why you're taking the course. Share something you enjoy about online learning and a career goal. And then once you have it ready, right, you can either use Microsoft Cloud, and we have the instruction here for how to do that. I also provided a short video if you wanted to use YouTube. I provided, I believe, my short introduction that I did, which was here. Oh, no, actually, this is not mine. This is actually YouTube for how to upload content. Sorry, that one wasn't mine. And this also you can use unlisted, so you can, once you upload them to YouTube, you can do a unlisted, so only folks in this class would see that link, and then you're welcome to, after this assignment is over or at the end of the semester, go ahead and delete it if you are not comfortable having it out there, which is totally understandable. The third option is actually a Zoom. For those of you, I haven't had a lot of students choose this, mostly because I think it was a little um, quirky in doing this, but you can also try this as well, where you record it to the cloud and then provide the link. But again, the key to this is making sure you talk about, introduce yourself, have you as the center of the video, 2 to 3 minutes, upload it to some kind of cloud services. I've given you three, and provide links in the discussion board, right? So what do I mean by links, right? So in this case, I could just paste the link here, right? But probably easier and better to do, as an example, this is something I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, is the darknet diaries. But let's say this was your video that you did, or this was you having it out on cloud storage. You could copy that URL, whatever that one is, right? I could say my video and put content, select it, and then come over here, click here, external link, and then provide that link here on the link part and hit done. And the why that's nice is that just from a user perspective, rather than to have this long, like if I was to just paste it like that, once I hit return, Canvas understands it's a link, but notice how much cleaner, right, this link is, right? So that's what you want to do. Okay, so you don't really have to do much writing here. You could say something about this. Maybe you could talk about a little something about doing it. Okay, so again, this doesn't show until Sunday. This is what I was saying before, but make sure you get it in there by Thursday morning, when I will go through and use that for your attendance post. And then you'll 70 points for the video upload, and then 10 more points for each reply, which would mean you need 3 replies. Okay. And remember, discussions account for 25% of your grade. All right. So I am going to, for this case, not put that up there, and I'll go to the next item. Ask on Discord if you have any questions about this one. So for these next ones, I just want to give you a pattern that you will see in this course, and I'll talk about first. So you'll get a PDF for the major topic we're covering that. And remember, you're doing this in order to take, the goal is for you to finish this and take the IT Fundamentals Plus test. So we have these documents that help you study for these concepts. There's 23 pages in this one. Definitely think you should read through them. But where this can get a little bit confusing in the way we've laid it out, which is why I want to talk about it, is that first we give you the PDF, right? That you don't have the exam related to this PDF until after you finish these. Now, why do we do it that way? We do it that way because there may be some terms in here that will be good for you to already have seen or been introduced to before you come into the videos, okay? Now, we obviously can't force that to happen, but that's just generally what we recommend. So, if it was me and I was a student and I wanted to learn about operating systems, I would come in here, I would read through the PDF. Remember, there are ways, if you don't necessarily want to read each line, is to use software to have it read to you. That is the other option. But the next option in here is a video, as I talked about in section 0. We're using the IT Pro TV series, and this gives you a link to the video you need to watch. And then after you watch that, or during, I honestly wouldn't know, then you take a quiz related to the video. Okay. Then you watch another video. In this case, now we're talking about part 2. So it's like Microsoft Windows. So you can do next. Now, take the next quiz. So you see the pattern that I'm talking about. And I'm going to come back here just to clarify if you didn't get what I was talking about. So you have video, quiz, video, quiz, video, quiz. And then here is the test related to that original PDF. Okay. That pattern you will generally see going forward, so getting used to it this week is good. Now, I do have a video just to talk about the writing option for this class. You're going to select it and actually do some work around whatever you're doing as far as because I'm providing option. This is the first time this semester, but I'll let that video hopefully give that explanation to you. But the thing I would say to you is you can see when these things are most of the content except for the quiz and doing your post for the introduction are due on the 15th, which is the end of the week. I would not wait. I honestly would not wait. I would not wait because there's quite a few things you need to do here. And in order to give yourself the best option, work ahead as much as you can. The other thing is you can retake these quizzes. So if you take the quiz, you can take it again and to get a better score. That's always good planning to do. Okay. So I think I've talked about that. Okay, so what I will do, and I'm recording this video before the start of the semester, on the day one, on Monday of the start of the semester, or on Tuesday, I will release the second week or the section two, week two, for the class, which will give you an option for those of you, and I'd encourage you where you can work ahead. Okay, I hope this video gives you an understanding of what you need to do this week. Have a good one. Bye.